Thank you so much, Miss Abales. So, a pleasant afternoon to each and every one of you. So, thank you so much, Ma'am RC Doctor, for having the last Group 1 reporter for this day. So, before we start our discussion, first, we were having a jumble words game. And after you get the correct answer, we were sending a gifts, 10 pesos each. We'll give it on the next Monday. So are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready? Let's begin. So next, please. So who would like to answer the first jumble
Bernaldez
words?
po. Bernaldez.
Okay, Miss Bernaldez, go ahead.
Yuris.
Again, sorry.
Yuris.
Okay, that's correct. Next.
Garabeo.
Okay, next, please. Who wants to answer?
Bernaldez.
Give it give a chance to others.
Bernaldez.
Hello? Excuse me. Anyone? So magtatawag po ako ha. Okay, Miss Terica Balfin, go ahead.
Supporting.
Okay, thank you so much. Next,
Garabeo.
please. Next, please. Thank you. So, Miss Carabeo, go ahead.
Reyes.
Danyo.
Miss
Danyo.
Miss Carabeo, go ahead. What's the answer?
Reception.
Okay, that's correct. So, next, please. Wait,
Reception.
sino yung unang nagsagot? Si Bernaldez?
Danyo.
Bernaldez.
Reyes.
Cabalfin.
Reyes.
Cabalfin.
Buyog. Shenet.
Number 4. So, next, please. Who wants to answer?
Tobias.
Shenes.
Wanag.
Miss Shenes, go ahead. Miss Shenes, hello. Are you with us? Hello, Miss Shenes.
Organizing.
Okay, that's correct. Next, please. Miss Shenes. Next, please. The last one. Who wants to answer?
Buyog. Garabeo.
Oh, go ahead, Buyog.
Implementation.
Okay, that's correct. So thank you so much for the participating, Buyog. Go ahead, Miss Neverio, for the first reporter.
Share ko lang. Wait lang po. Um, So, good afternoon again, Dr. RC, and good afternoon, classmate. Rinig po ba ako?
Opo.
Thank you. So today we are going to report the last part of the unit, which is the lesson 5. So I am Rochelle Neberio and my partner is Gilbert Berongoy. So our topic is theories supporting the teaching of physical education and health for elementary grades. So objective, identify the different theories related to teaching physical education and health. Discuss the importance of learning theories in teaching physical education and health in elementary grades. Describe how observation conducts learning. So to make a good choices and decision about strategies for learning approaches with the integration of technology, social media, and blended learning programs, educators would like to develop must first consider the different theories of learning. So let us consider o isaalang-alang daw yung mga learning theories. Alam ko familiar ka sa mga learning theories. Ito yung cognitive, constructivism, behaviorism, humanism, and connectivism. But today our topic is about cognitive and constructivism only. So educators and their role as curriculum designers must ensure that programs and learning strategies are appropriate and consistent with the needs of children. They must also choose and implement instructional methods and techniques that will help pupils to achieve their educational objectives. So as a future educators, it is important for us to use appropriate learning strategies, especially in teaching physical education and health, because it deals with movements, sports, and so on. So, what are learning theories? So sabi dito, learning theories offer frameworks that help understand how information is used, how knowledge is created, and how learning takes place. So we have here reasons in using learning theories in planning, preparation, implementation, and evaluation of the lessons. So first one is theories provide a foundation for understanding how people describe, explain, interpret, learn, and make learning predictions. So theories help educators to understand pedagogies, approaches, and strategies in cascading learning to students, so that before putting into practice, teachers are equipped in knowledge on how to implement a certain theory. And number two, theories include in-depth insight into learning as well as contemplation and rigorous studies. As a result, curriculum designers should apply critical thinking to learning and education. So the reality in curriculum design is that the theory were to be anchored should be applicable to the time and generation, so that the instruction will be fully grasped. Besides, digitation is what the new generation needs. So critical thinking for both educators and learners be established at all time. So number three, learning theories include a structure that help designer understand how information can be used, how knowledge should be created, and how learning occurs. So dito, curriculum developers and writer must come from the teachers themselves, because they are the one who are experiencing the day-to-day teaching and learning process, and with that they are more knowledgeable on that structures of designing a curriculum. Number number four, this structure can be used by educator as learning designers to meet the needs of pupils. So the best example of this is the K-12 curriculum. It is designed which best suit the learner. It is based on the constructivism theory, and different learning pedagogies are highlighted to be practiced by the teacher. So project-based, problem-based, collaborative learning, blended learning, experiential learning, and so on and so forth are needed by the learners to develop their critical thinking. So, so cognitive learning theory. As we all know, the cognitive learning theory it talks about the human mind, or it simply talks about thinking. So, it all about mental process ng mga bata. So that's why both influence, internal and external of learning, are both essential aspect of the cognitive process. So as we all know that there are two main philosophers, that the one who performed the components of cognitive learning theory, so during the classical era. First is Plato, and then the second one is Descartes. So Plato and Descartes talk about the importance of thinking during learning. So that's why they are the one who introduces the cognitive learning theory. So during the classical era, but in modern day, theory of cognitive learning, Jean Piaget is also the known about the cognitive, especially his works focuses on environment, on internal structure, on how they are um, impact learning. That's why internal thoughts and external forces is a great impact or an important part of the cognitive learning theory. So students learn because of their understanding of their thought processes. So we have here strategies. First is strategies of teaching physical education and health is asking questions to the students. Yan si cognitive because asking questions can help student to think. I-relate natin sa real life situation yung pag-ask natin ng question. Like for example, ang subject matter ng teacher is health and then nasa topic sila ng go, grow, and glow. Pwede mag-ask ang teacher kung ano yung mga nakain nila nung nakaraang araw na pasok doon sa go, grow, and glow. So yung mga students naman nag-share ng kanilang sagot by raising their hands and then nagkakaroon ng participation sa klase. And second, having opportunities to make errors. That's why during the lesson proper, the cognitive theories or the cognitive psychologists advise the teacher to ask a question during the discussion. So in order upang ang student is part ng learning process. Second, the students can exercise their thinking. So that if palagi nilang ginagamit ang thinking nila, so madali nilang matutunan ang lesson dahil they are involved or they are included during the learning process. And also, it can boost their self-confidence. Also, and in cooperating during discussion, the more cooperative the students or the more the thinking process is involved during the learning, the more the students will understand the discussion. So especially teaching physical education is more on the participation of student kasi doon sila natututo at kapag nare-relate nila yung subject sa real life situation nila or sa na-experience nila outside the classroom, nagkakaroon sila ng dagdag knowledge with the help of the teachers. So, and last is thinking aloud. So what is thinking aloud? Making suggestion that helps students think aloud. So that's why during the lesson proper, if a student is giving insight about sa topic and not related to the topic ang sagot niya, so the teacher ay hindi niya pwedeng sabihin na mali yan sagot mo. So it can give negative thoughts of the students na hindi siya makapagsagot next time kasi ganun yung na-receive ng student during the learning process. So instead of using negative comments, you need to say positive feedback like nice try, good job, and etc. So after that, need mo pa din na i-comment yung batang nag-aaral na ng maingay kaya thinking aloud can help students to understand the topic. Next, we have benefits of cognitive learning. So, comprehension. So, comprehension, ito yung ability to understand something, no? Cognitive learning encourages students to take a hands-on approach to learning. This allows them to explore the material and develop a deeper understanding. Next is cognitive learning develop children problem solving. So this approach teaches students the skills they need to learn effectively. This helps students build transferable problem solving in study skills. So the children can they can sa math and science. And next is cognitive learning promotes long-term learning. So it allows naman dito yung students na to build upon previous knowledge or prior knowledge na tinatawag and ideas. This teaches students to make connection and apply new concepts to what they already know. Yung mga dati nilang alam na napapag-connect nila, that's long-term learning. So next is cognitive learning improves confidence among pupils. So with a deeper understanding of topics and stronger learning skills, students can approach schoolworks with enthusiasm and confidence. And the last one is cognitive learning instills a love of learning among pupils. So giving students the chance to actively engage in learning makes it fun and exciting. So this helps students develop a lifelong love for learning outside of the classroom. So alam naman natin yung pagtuturo ng physical education is and health is more active ang mga student kasi more on movements and sports. So nabibuild sa kanila yung pakikisama sa isa't isa. So that's all for my report. Wait lang, mag-unmute lang ako.
So thank you so much, Miss Neveria, for the wonderful explanation. And I've been noticed that cognitive learning theory is this understanding of mental processes that pupils may be affected by both internal and external influences according to cognitive theory. So right now, I'm going to continue the discussion of the theory supporting the teaching of physical education and health for elementary grades. For the next discussion is all about the Constructivism learning theory. So first, let me explain what is the meaning of the Constructivism learning theory. So Constructivism learning theory is a theory stating that rather that passively taking information, pupils construct knowledge. People create their representations and integrate new information into their pre-existing awareness as they observe the world and reflect on its schemas. So for example, teacher and the pupils or students. Teacher is only guiding the students or pupils, and the student is learning from what they experience. It works from the constructivism learning theory, the experience of what its importance of the PE and health, because it's easy to understand what we need in themselves. And also effective because they are children. They are physically active. Once they feel the enjoyment from the exercise, they easy to, they easy to identify and also to encounter in his or her life or in their bodies. And they also have new information like since we are jogging, no longer stay up late and I woke up better. And they think they have realization and also they reflect it today and also in their future. That's what you call constructivism. So another example is like volleyball. We all know volleyball is learning by experience. For me as a beginner, when I was in high school, I didn't know how to dig, to spike, or to receive. This is learning by experience when you practice and practice and more practice. Of course, when you practice, you learn how to do it. And also, we need a physically active. We need to walk or when we are in the house, like we are cooking. This is physically active activity we do on daily basis. Student-centered constructivism, we are supporting children from what they're doing. The teacher is only facilitating and guiding. So next, please. So constructivism is a learning theory stating that pupils develop their learning based on their prior experiences. The pupils integrate what they have experienced with their prior knowledge and experiences to construct a new reality tailored to them. This learning theory emphasizes learning as a personal and special experience for each pupil. For another example, in our class, we are reciting this is what we call learning by experiences because you learn by itself. Another examples, like, di ba gumawa tayo ng table napkin? No, di ba? Tinuko yung table napkin at wala tayong idea, pero dahil nga pinagawa tayo ng table napkin, naranasan natin gumawa nito at natuto tayo paano manahi. Ngayon, tinanong naman tayo ni Ma'am Madrid or anong feeling niya kung paano gumawa. Siyempre tayo sabihin natin kay Ma'am na ganun lang pala kadali gumawa ng table napkin na gamit sa pagtatahi or pagde-design. So, sinasabi natin dito kung ano ang natutunan mo. That's what you call constructivism. Like, hinahayaan tayo ni Ma'am na matuto, or that's what you call learning by experiences. For another example, sa pagluluto naman, di ba hindi tayo marunong magluto in the first place? Siyempre, mag-search ka ng ingredients. I-search mo din kung paano ito gawin o kung paano or ano-ano ang mga pagkakasunod-sunod nito. Like, for example, sa adobo, like toyo, suka, manok, at iba pa. Natututo tayo paano gawin ito. That's what you call constructivism, learning by experiences. So next, please. So constructivism can be used by a teacher to help the pupils recognize that each of them brings their history to the classroom every day. In constructivism classroom, teachers serve as something of reference, assisting pupils in developing their learning and understanding. They assist them in developing their methods and truth based on their own experiences. This is critical in assisting many types of pupils incorporating their own experiences into their learning. So next, please. So related to this are the process of assimilation and accommodation. Assimilation refers to the method of integrating a new data into an existing schema. Accommodation refers to revising and developing an existing schema using newly acquired knowledge. So for example, next please. So for example, if an individual believes that his or her friends are always good and he or she meets someone who is always nice, then he or she will consider this individual as a friend. It will be added to the individual schema. On the other hand, if an individual meets another individual who is not always sweet or good, then that individual will decide if he or she will adopt this new schema to accommodate the idea that not all friends have to be pleasant. Furthermore, the individual can lead to rethinking the first set of friends still belong in the friend of group. That's what you call a constructivism learning theory. Next, please. So, consequence of the constructivism theory. Next, please. So instead of passively receiving knowledge, pupils learn better when they are actively engaged in their learning experiences. Learning is inherently a collaborative activity because it takes place in a social environment where pupils and teachers cooperate to acquire information, because knowledge can be directly imparted to pupils. Teaching aims to provide opportunities for pupils to develop knowledge through experiences. So next please. So the last point is necessary to be emphasized. Traditional teaching focuses on imparting knowledge to pupils, but constructivism believes that this information cannot be explicitly imparted. Only hands-on experiences will help pupils develop their expertise. As a result, teaching aims to create these experiences. Next, please. Thank you. So essential components to constructivism teaching. If you choose to use constructivism concept in your classroom while planning your classes, there are few key elements considered according to Score, Hartel, and Vital, or Winnie, 2019. So elicit prior knowledge. In relation to the pupils' prior knowledge or new knowledge generated as a consequence, lessons necessitate the elicitation of appropriate prior information, tests, informal interviews, and small group warm exercise that involve recollection of previous experience are among the activities. So next is create cognitive dissonance. So assign pupils issues and events that will test them. As they progress through the difficult problems, pupils acquire expertise by encountering new problems and revising existing schemas. So next, please. Thank you. So apply knowledge with feedback. Encourage the pupils to assess new information and make changes to their prior knowledge. Pupils should be able to relate their pre-existing schema to the current situation through activities, presentation, small group, or class meetings and quizzes are also possibly activities. So next is reflect on learning and enable pupils to explain to you and to themselves what they have learned. Presentation reflexively documents or making a step-by-step guide for another pupil are examples of possible activities. So next, please. So the last part is the benefits of physical education and health from constructivist learning theory. So physical education deals with bodily movements, while health deals with acquiring knowledge. Health may also benefit from this theory by simply applying some health practices or lessons in reality. Active learning is needed in physical education when it comes to learning how to be fit, like playing games and sports and other recreational activity. So that's all for our report in constructivism. I hope you learned something. Thank you so much.